Well, good evening to everybody. This is Wednesday evening and I've just popped my dinner into that wee Instapot. And it's going to take 10 minutes. I've got potatoes and carrots in there. And when they come out, I'm going to be mixing them with some beetroot salad and some chilli sauce and maybe some beans. Might just splash out with beans. But anyway, I wanted to take you outside and give you a little update on the veggie garden, how it's coming along, what's happening out there, what I've been up to. So, come with me. This is going to be another one of those raw videos. No editing. I'm just going to film it and put it up. Come on, Jack, let's go out. So, as you can see, it's a lovely evening and it's 5 minutes before 8 o'clock. Absolutely gorgeous. There's the tulips continuing to bloom. There's the beautiful, wild, luxurious flowers on the kale that the bees have been enjoying. I hear a little bee or two. So, little update, okay. Look at this. I've got the kale and the butterhead lettuces coming up beautifully. I'm keeping them here on the bench with the tomatoes and the little lettuces underneath because I have the blanket here which I put down over the bench and then tuck in round that basket at night just in case there's a frost. Look at this, look at my little microgreens or cut and come again. You see, some of those seeds were good and there's a lot of other seeds coming up. Okay. Got some more plants on top of here, which I've been watering in. Celandines. All these are little ones that I've picked up from my walks with Jack. So there's wood anemones. And this is called the lesser celandine, even though it's the biggest celandine. The smaller celandine is called the greater celandine. Don't ask. Got some little beech trees here as well. And yeah, beech trees, celandines and wood anemones. That's going to be added to the gardens in a few weeks' time. So, we'll go over. So the peas are making great progress in the pots, and you can see here, look at that. And I've put some pots of mint down there beside the peas, because I do drink a lot of mint tea. So it's handy to have it quite near the house. Look at the growth on these though. Isn't that wonderful? And over here, same. There's the mint and there's the peas. I don't have far to go to have minted peas. Now over to the veggie garden. Come on, Jack, we're going this way. So I've been weeding up along where the rhubarb is and just giving that a little bit of a tidy up. And I've been over, oh look at all the little flies here. Isn't that wonderful? Food for the birds. Food for the birds. So I found some more of my bottomless pots and I found some other pots over by the compost heap there near the tunnel. I was just over there tidying up and getting some more tyres out because I wanted to plant some potatoes in tyres. And for anyone who questions the use of tyres, there's a very good article. I'm going to post a link to it. Underneath this video. I'll post a link underneath this video. So I've got potatoes in pots. So here, this is quite a big pot. In fact, it's a very big pot. And I've got one little potato in there. I've got some potatoes in these two pots. These are bottomless pots, by the way. The big terracotta ones are pots with bottoms. Okay, a bit confusing, but no. Usually the plastic pots have no bottoms. The terracotta pots have bottoms. Peas in here as well, doing very well. Look at that. Very healthy, good growth. And then up here this evening I've put 2 tyres. Now I've cut away the rims. These are very old tyres. They've been here in the garden for well over 10 years. And I've used them for all kinds of little projects. But for the moment, for the first year of this vegetable garden, they're going to be used for potatoes. They're just ideal for potatoes. So I managed to cut the rims off relatively easily with a kitchen knife. It's just a question of knowing where to start cutting. And then it's quite simple. So you can see everything's doing well in here. The parsley in the bottomless pot, the lemon balm, the chamomile, which is planted straight in, is doing really well, and the flat leaf parsley over here, as well as all the berries which are starting to flower. So these are josta berries here. Masses of josta berries. They like to grow high, by the way. They're not like black currants. Black currants can grow fairly low, but the josta berries like to be up high like this. That's when you get the most fruit on them. So lots of black currants as well through here, and even just on this side of the path, which is the Lunacy garden, which is for butterflies and bees and birds. But of course, without the insects pollinating these little flowers, we wouldn't have any black currants. And then the birds can have these, you see. So, the other thing I wanted to share with you is that there's a similar thing going on with the red currants. The red currants like to grow up high. A lot of people just keep them cut fairly low, but they do benefit more from growing up high. And the reason being, the branches of the plant will sort of begin to hang out a little bit, and that's when you get these wonderful droplets then of red currants. Now I've got to prune some of that green beech hedge there and some of the Photinia, because you can see the red currants trying to come out from behind those two. Yeah, again, there's going to be a huge bumper crop, an absolute big bumper crop again of black currants. When I first started the Bealtaine project, I made it probably number 1 in my head mission statement to plant for the bees, plant for the birds, and then for myself. And that's precisely what I've done. And through following that basic rule, I've ended up with very, very productive fruit gardens, because the amount of wild bees here is incredible, you know, because they've just multiplied year on year. And of course the bees come out in their throes and pollinate all the flowers. So you can see here masses and masses of blossom about to break on the apple trees. And of course it will be those beautiful bees that will be pollinating. I mean, other insects pollinate as well, but the bees are the busy ones. Listen to those birds. They're a happy little lot, aren't they? So there we go. A little update on what's happening. I found quite a lot of containers over here. I had them shoved down inside the tyres that keep the compost heap in place. So I found these containers, which I think are for strawberries. So I'm going to be taking all these out and using them in one way or another. You know, I'll be using them around the land. So my aim is to, you know, just keep being innovative and hang strawberry baskets, etc. from trees. Hang baskets with lettuce in from trees. I mean, all those fruits and vegetables that people complain about the slugs getting, put them into baskets and hang them up. Now you will get very creative thinking slugs as well who manage to get up, but you know, that's kind of pretty rare. It's pretty rare in my experience. So that's going to be the next project. Oh, I'll just give you a quick look at the nursery garden. Look at that. So again, it's all about this massive abundance. And I'll show you the strawberry baskets. One hanging up, beautiful. One the chain snapped and now in front of the mirror and doing well. That's where it's going to stay. So there we go. Oh, creaky old boards here. So blessings to you all on this beautiful evening. Do you know last night when I was just locking up and I stepped outside just to, you know, catch some of the stars there in the sky. It was so bright, and yet the moon was only half. It was only half a moon, and it was very, very far away. Just amazingly bright. Okay, blessings to you all.